These are the highlights of India's smartest podcast, The Ranveer Show. Welcome to TRS Clips. Make sure you hit that bell icon and don't forget to subscribe. Would like Radha sir to touch upon the new economic status India has and where is it going to go? So actually, do you have like some sort of insight on how the world is looking at India and what's actually happening with the economy? And I ask you this again because you work with economists, you work with the government, and I again feel news channels will direct the narrative according to their own agenda. So what's the neutral perspective? What's happening?
So at the economic angle, let me tell you, a very great person everybody should follow. His name is Ashish Chauhan. Okay. He heads BSE, Bombay Stock Exchange. Now, what else can we talk about the Indian economy from a perspective of the stock market? Because that's your first sign to the world that we have arrived. In the last 2 years, it's just gone up. So I would say that there is a lot of confidence level within the country. I can tell you stock market is only one of the indicators, but a major indicator. I can tell you other side of it. And I mentioned this in my discussion also. Our tax collections have gone up. Your generation, okay, when you start up a company, it is not about avoiding taxes anymore. It's planning your taxes. So one of the biggest things that we can see, especially that has happened, is GST. So there was a lot of resistance and, Modi ji made sure it happened and all those things. So all the VAT is gone. It's very simple, right? And it's your mind is more focused on building your business rather than worrying about tax evasions now. So do your tax planning, no doubt about it. Our government coffers are getting better and better. At the international level, we have arrived. Now coming back, Indian economy is doing decent. That doesn't mean all your economic problems are solved. Coming back to the question that Manish asked, is what's going to happen? We are already the world's fastest growing economy globally. Globally, I read, Mint and Economic Times and Financial Express every single day. Because Chanakya was very clear. A country without economic power is not powerful at all.
So when we talk about international economics, it's basically how much money are you earning versus how much money.
So there are a lot of parameters to that. So like import export and then inflation. It also depends upon your savings. Then of course very important parameter is also your currency rates. So $1 against 78. How can you do that? So a lot of factors matter internationally because it's not just about one parameter. So at the global economic level, India definitely is growing, but we're still not arrived yet. So I didn't say most of our economies, especially RBI, State Bank of India, and all these major banks, they are also reconciling because of the digital era that's happening.
So a lot of different units of experts work together.
Yes,
they do drive the economy upwards.
Absolutely.
And when we say drive the economy upwards, it basically boils down to how much money the country is making. And as in how much we are growing,
absolutely,
how many jobs we are creating.
Absolutely. And the last point which I'd love to say is, let us not look at a global economics only from a country's perspective. Today, we are an interdependent economy globally. So when I'm using an Apple phone, okay, a part of my money goes to America also. A part of my thing goes to maybe another country where it's manufactured. And a part of it goes to my country. So it's a very complex process where I cannot just be myself. Yet I should not forget myself. So it's actually an interdependent world. So a goods manufactured in one place may have an R&D department in another place, sold in another place, and post-sale service can be in another country. So we have to look into various factors, but not forget India.